Hello, everyone, and welcome to the UVL 90 Day Challenge. And today is day 9 of the 90 Days Challenge. So, our topic for today is talk about your progress so far. So, we'll be talking about that in a few minutes, but let's first introduce ourselves. So, hi, everyone. My name is Sandy. I'm originally from Panama. I reside in Surrey, British Columbia, Canada. I work in the movie industry, and I'm a proud digital business owner. Back to you, Patsy.
Hello, my name is Patsy. I am the face of Joe Facebook business page, Joe Pat Blessing. I'm from Brunei and currently staying in Edmonton, Alberta, and in Great Canada. And I have 4 children and I have 9 grandchildren. I am a proud digital business owner.
Thank you, Patsy. We also want to wish all Canadians a happy Thanksgiving Day. So
Yes, happy
enjoy the happy
Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving Day with the family and friends. Okay, so our topic for today is talk about your progress so far, and we are on day 9 of the 90 Day Challenge. So we have made a lot of progress. So let's talk about Patsy first. So Patsy wanted to talk about Canva. So go
Only
ahead.
I only this business I learned about Canva, posting to the Facebook about Canva, and then the pictures and the video, all that copy and paste the description and all that, and it's a very exciting journey for me. The Canva, they had to show you in order to teach you. I can't describe it, but it's very exciting. The
Yes.
Canva.
Yeah, so she has been learning how to create images on Canva uh, with the help of ChatGPT, and also,
Yes,
how to create in the text. So, how
yes,
to make the size bigger, smaller. This is all new for her. So for her, like it's new. All these things, social media. So she's learning a lot. So this past week we have been working together. Uh, you
yes,
know, learning, how to create text, how to make bigger, creating outline around the text, and changing different fonts. So it has been very excited. The other thing that she also learned, how to use ChatGPT. So you want to talk? What is
yes.
your?
Chat GPT. Wow, I didn't know there was like something like AI. It's very smart. It could create a lot of information, and it's very very informative, and I'm very impressed by it. The words it can produce so many. I'm very very impressed.
Yes. So so with the help of ChatGPT, she's able to create her content, and also the images. Because like she's learning for now. Eventually, she's gonna learn more. How to create an image in Canva from scratch. But right now, to make it easier, because she's building her business page. We are utilizing, the ChatGPT, and also Canva has an AI that you use
Yes,
uh, over
AI
there.
music.
Oh yes, and creating the music, yes. Because unfortunately we wanted to use the music from Facebook, but we get so many copyrights, so then we use the AI music. So that way we don't get copyrights on the music. Okay, so in terms of self-development, Patsy, what would you say to them? How has been your progress from once you joined the business to up to now?
What did you bring? Oh, self development. I guess I am feel more confident and willing to learn a lot, and happy, more fulfilled. Like I'm going to, learning is always exciting. Learning new things.
Yes, and you have made new friends too.
Yes, make new friends. Exciting.
Yeah, we meet every Saturday. Sometimes, Patsy will meet with us. Sometimes, no, because she has a dance. She goes to a dance class on Saturday. But this past Saturday, she was with us with the entire team, so that was nice to have Patsy in there. Um,
Mhm.
so in terms of self development for me, I would say, like if I see myself, when I joined the business and up to who I am now, being in front of the camera was one of the things that I didn't like to be in front of the camera. So that's something that I overcome my fear of being in front of the camera, stepping out of
Mhm.
my comfort zone. um, so that self development in terms of that, be more confident, acquiring all the knowledge also from what we get from this business, in all the different areas, like for example, I didn't know anything about AI, so I learned that in this business. I always mentioned, but I didn't know really how it worked. Um,
Mhm.
my nephew, I heard him, talking about ChatGPT, but I didn't really know how it works, and it took me a while to be able to get access to the ChatGPT because for some reason I couldn't set up my account because on my phone it was kind of blocking it
Mhm.
until I figure out. Um, but Facebook also has something that I learned this with one of my mentees, Meta AI. So, which is another uh, platform inside of Facebook that create images or content. You can ask anything to Facebook Meta AI.
Yes.
Um, but yeah, so there's different ways, and as I go through my journey, I keep learning new things. It's not that we stop there. We're always learning.
Mhm.
um, the other thing, I learned was, advertising, learning more about marketing. Like I knew a little bit of this because, I took a training when I was living in Montreal about publicity. Um, but it wasn't, at the time, it wasn't with technology like we have today, you know. So combining what I knew with what I learned from this business, it has helped me, uh, do my business and create my page. And then I pass, the information that I know to my mentees. So that's something that, is good in this business, that you don't keep your information to yourself. You share your knowledge.
Yes.
Um, so that's what I'm doing with my mentees and my friends, when they ask, and pass information. Anything that we learn, we share,
Yes. We share.
so we can help each other. Leadership. So this is another one that we learn in this business. How to become leaders, how to create new leaders. So we have the top leaders, and they are helping us for like each one of us, to be leaders. And so we can create more leaders, and that way. Um, so you have to show example to be a good leader, right? So you have to do your work, and then pass what you know to your mentees, so they can learn the same way. And eventually, they're going to be very confident, and they're going to be able to guide their team too. So that's the whole idea, training to be a leader in this community.
Mhm.
Um, okay, mentorship. So when we come to this business, we're brand new. We're like, oh my God, are we gonna be able to do this business? Because for some people, they don't have any background of business. They don't know anything about social media. They're not tech savvy. So they're a little bit afraid. Am I gonna be able to do this? And the answer to that is yes. It's all about the mindset and the willing to learn and put the
Mhm.
work to it, but you can do it. Patsy is a good example of that. you know, she's been working hard with me the past week, learning how to post on Facebook, how to create content. So we're doing it together, Uh, so we're building a very close relationship, Patsy and I, and we are
Yeah.
doing the lives together, Um, she's very new to the business, and, it's excited to see that she was able to step out of her comfort zone and, be here doing the live with me. So kudos to you, Patsy.
Yes. I feel that I learn more by this UVL 90 days, because
Hmm.
I get to know that the Tuesday and Thursday are the days that we, for newcomers, to learn about the online. So
Mhm.
and also Saturday we get together because Saturday usually we I go dancing practice and I forget all about the meeting, the personal meeting, then to get to know
Yeah.
each other. First time I get to participate in that, which is very good. Get to
Yes.
know people.
Yes. Yeah, because sorry, every Tuesday, we have this we call it core fundamental mastermind. And this core fundamental mastermind is for the new business owners that join the community. So every week they will have different topics and they will show, the new business owner, how everything works in the business. So that way,
Mhm.
they are able to understand how the business works. So this is one mastermind that we do for every new business owner, and for us, that have been sorry, in the community longer. Um, we also watch it because it's a good reminder, of the things that because sometimes when we go too ahead, then we forget about the beginning, and that's when you have to train, the new mentees. So it's a good refreshment to learn, and also for the updates, because like I mentioned, our training, there's always updates because we need to keep to the trends, we need to keep with the technology. So it's a good reminder of the changes that happen, and then to be able to be uh, updated, into that. So we watch also the core fundamentals, and there are also they have incorporated. I think this year, I don't remember. I've seen it last year, but I think this year they incorporated also, bringing some members of the community. They are that reach like a 4 milestone or sometimes 3 milestone, and they come to the core fundamental. So one of the sections in the core fundamental will be for them to share their story, to share their journey, from when they started the business up to where they reached that milestone. And it's a good inspiration for those, new business owners that are doing the business, because that inspire them, like, yes, we go through some struggles, but that doesn't mean that we stop it, there. We keep continue, you know so it's a motivation for us. And we also have one for Wednesday. So we have a Wednesday, we call it Millionaire Mastermind. Used to be called before Wednesday Mastermind, but now we call it Millionaire Mastermind. I will tell you why, because we have millionaires in the community. Okay. So that's why now it's called Millionaire Masterminds. So
Every Wednesday.
every Wednesday, correct. Yeah. So on Wednesday, it's a different concept for this mastermind, because here we hear the news. We celebrate the milestones. Also, we celebrate it on Tuesdays, but on Wednesday we also celebrate the milestones in the community. Every milestone that every business owner reach. We celebrate those on Wednesday Mastermind. We also heard, like the news of the community, if there's something new that we need to know, or the news from our vendors. Um, so that's shared on that Wednesday Mastermind. And on top of that, here's where we bring something new that we want to implement into our business. Or someone that, like that is having very success in a certain area or a certain topic, they come to this mastermind and they share with the whole community. So we all can apply those um, tips, into our business. So it's a good way of sharing the knowledge, of those who are having success in certain areas with the rest of the community. On top of that, you also have the 6 milestone testimonial story. So you get to see the whole journey of this business owner until reaching that huge milestone. And it's a Wednesday Mastermind is a very inspiring one, because um, many times we think, we're going through some struggles, and like we think that it's really bad. But when we hear their stories and we hear,
Very
um,
touching.
yeah, all the stuff that they have been going through in order to get there, we realize that, okay, the struggles that I thought that it was bad for me, is nothing compared to what other people have gone through. And look at them now. They're very successful. So believe in yourself, have faith, um, Anything is possible if you put your mind to it, and you put your work. So just do your work, be perseverant, resilient, because um, it takes time, it takes effort, but the results is very rewarding once you reach those milestones. So don't give up, keep going, you know, uh, because you will reach there very soon, and you will be one sitting there sharing your story. And mentor, being a mentor is a very rewarding um, way for you in this business, because well, I feel proud, of seeing, when my mentee, are starting to learn, and I see their progress from the beginning to where they are now. So I feel very proud of that, of the work that they are doing. So being a mentor is good, but at the same time, in order to be a mentor, you have to do your training. So it's very important to do your training, and keep up to date to the new changes, because that's the only way that you're going to be helping your mentees. And also, just because you're a mentor, that doesn't mean that you cannot learn from them. You always can learn from your mentees, and
Never
this is
stop.
what a good
Never stop
leader.
learning.
Yes, and this is what a good leader is, because it's not about you, it's about listening to the others people too. you
Mm-hmm.
know for example, like I was mentioning, I learned, I was given a training from Canva, in terms of creating images with the AI, right? And
Mm-hmm.
then my mentee and friend, she showed me about Meta AI, so I learned with her, about the
Yeah.
Meta AI. I didn't know about that. So you're always learning from each other. So which is very nice, and I love the family feeling of this community, the closeness, the love, that and the support that you get in this community. Okay, so communication. So you want to share something about communication, Patsy?
Oh, communication.
Mhm.
Yes, have to be a good listener, and I learned that in order to be one person had to be a good listener to communicate well. You
Mhm.
see, if you don't listen well, then you miss the point. So when she said, refer to your notes, I had to refer to the notes. I have to do my homework when I look at my notes. You see, communication,
Yeah.
and especially when he communication regarding about the computer. There's a wait, and you have to be patient.
Yes.
You're waiting and all that. Wait. So we wait. Yeah.
Yeah, you mentioned a good word there, patience. Yeah, that's
Yes.
something that that's something that we learn in this business, patience. And when we talk about patience, it's patience in different ways, um patience with yourself, because you have to have patience with yourself, because sometimes you feel frustrated with yourself. So you got to be patient with you. Also patient, with the business, because a lot of people, they want to see results fast. Okay.
Mhm.
Some people, are lucky that they go fast, but I remember something that when I went to Japan for one of the conventions, one of the leaders say this, and it does make sense. He mentioned, some people are gonna go fast and are gonna have results really fast, but the reason why they're having results fast is because they already did the work before. Now, when I say they did the work before, what I mean by that is, he was giving his example. For example, he already did 5 years in sales. So he had sales skill. Okay. So that means that those sales skills, when he brought it to the business, he was able to implement it, on his business. So that's why, his length to be able to achieve something was faster. Okay. So depending where you are on your skills, that's how fast you're gonna go. So that's how, some people will go faster. But also, it's all about mindset and determination, you know, because we have examples on the community where they didn't have any experience. I mean, they're like one of the examples I will tell you is a couple. That one is a realtor and the other one is a nurse. Um, they had success. They reached their 6 milestones in 6 months, but because they were doing the business, they were feeling frustrated because it was taking them too long. But they talk to themselves and they say, you know what, we have to, if we want to see results, we have to work hard. So they
Mhm.
put their mindset on it and they did it. They did it in 6 months. So
Mhm.
it all depends, how much work you put on, and how much you believe in what you're doing, because that's
Mhm.
another important thing. So you have to have a strong mindset, be resilient, be perseverant, don't give up. Because nothing is easier. If the stuff that you get easier
Mhm.
goes away too, you know.
Yes.
Um, so yeah, so communication is very important. And then, also, I learned in this business, you have to have patience with your mentees too, and this is part of the communication. You have to understand your mentee, so you have to communicate. This is one of the things that you learn in this business, communicate with other, because um, we are a global community, okay? So that means that, we have to interact with different ethnicities, different ages, you know, and we need to know how to adapt to each one, you know, be able to get to know them, and find out, how you can help them, because each person learns different, so you gotta find a way to be able to connect with that person, to be able to transmit what you're teaching to them, to do it. But at the same time, we're going back to the mentor mentee, like Patsy was saying, you gotta take notes, you gotta listen to it and take notes,
Mhm.
because the mentor can give you the information, but if you don't take notes and you don't practice, then nothing happens, right? Nothing changes,
Mhm.
because you're not doing your work. So it's a teamwork, it's a
Mhm.
combination of a teamwork. We pass information to the mentee has to do their part too, because I cannot do the part of the mentee. So yeah, so be consistent, be coachable, be listen, like Patty say, listen,
Mhm.
it's very important. And be patient, patient with the computer, because yeah, we have to have patience with the computer.
Yes.
So yeah, the sometimes, the computer or the internet, is so slow, and
So
we feel
slow.
so frustrated, because we cannot go faster, but we gotta have patience. And something that we learn in this business is patience. It's hard, trust me, it's hard at the beginning, but after that, you learn. You get frustrated a little bit, but it's not as much as at the beginning. So you have to
Yes.
learn to be
The
patient.
first few days are very hard. I can
Yes,
tell you that. It's mentally, well, we're so stressed. But
yes,
uh, it's a stress worth it. At the
yes,
end, then you can breathe better and you can relax more. You see?
yes. And that's a good point from Patsy. Um, like for example, I'm guilty of that. Sometimes I get too excited to teach my mentees, the information, but then I sometimes I forget. It's too much information, especially that they're new
Hmm.
business owners. So then that's why sometimes I say to my mentees, if it is too much, just let me know, because I know it's a lot of information, and it's new information that they're capturing. So you need to give them some break, to be
Yeah.
able to assimilate and then continue after that. Yeah.
Hmm.
So good point, Patsy. So yeah, so I think that's it for in terms of talking about our progress so far. So let's talk about tomorrow. So what is the topic for tomorrow, Patsy?
Share share tips for aspiring entrepreneurs.
Yes. So tomorrow we're gonna be sharing some tips for aspiring entrepreneurs. Something that now that we're on this side of the business, inside of the entrepreneurs, we're gonna be sharing those tips to anyone who wanted to start their online business. what we have learned through this journey, what they can do, what are the skills, the tips that they will require for this. So we're going to be sharing those tomorrow. Okay.
Okay.
Um, so the other thing I wanted to say was, um, well, we're celebrating Happy Thanksgiving in Canada, and so I want to wish Happy Thanksgiving to everyone in Canada. But also, I wanted to say something to those people that got, our heart goes to everyone affected by the Hurricane Milton and Helen. In these difficult times, know that you're not alone. Our thoughts and prayers are with each of you as you face the challenges ahead. While the storms may have brought uncertainty and devastation, your resilience and strength will carry you through. And for those people, that are helping hand, I know that there's some Canadians that are heading back. Probably they're already there. They were heading to the U.S. To give a hand to those people that in the Florida area that got devastated for the because of the Milton and before the Helen. So to all those brave souls lending a helping hand, thank you for your courage and compassion. Let's continue to come together, support one another, and rebuild with hope and love. Stay safe, stay strong, and may brighter days be ahead. So that's the message that I wanted to share with those who are in the areas that were affected. I know there's a lot of devastation. A lot of people, some people lost their lives, and a lot of people lost their houses. So yeah, so our heart goes to all of them.
Yes.
Thanksgiving Day. Okay, so thank you everyone for watching us today, and thank you for all your comments and emojis. For those watching the replay, let us know where you're watching from. And until tomorrow for day 9, day
Day
10,
10.
day
Day 10.
10, yes, thank you. For day 10 of our 90-day challenge. Bye everyone, and happy Thanksgiving, and
Bye.
thank you for watching.